School for work, school for play. School is where we learn each day how to read and how to write, how to set our numbers right. We learn of people, what they do.
What? Why? When? Where? How? Who?
So many things there are to know. School is learning as we grow.
This is Ted. Ted likes going to school. Today, Ted and the class are finding out about their school and the people who help them learn. This is Ted's school.
Well, the school's coming along just fine. I see the principal's office. There's the all-purpose room, the library. Oh, that's our room, isn't it? It looks as if it's almost finished. I'd better go see if the people are ready to put in it. That's a fine crossing guard. And the nurse. The building custodian. And who is this?
Mrs. Henderson.
Oh, yes, our principal. Well, shall we take our people over and put them in school?
So many people to help Ted and his friends learn. Ted knows Mrs. Henderson, the principal, and some of the things she does. Mrs. Henderson is responsible for the whole school. She is in charge of it. And she sees to it that everything goes as it should. The school secretary helps her in many ways. Mrs. Henderson is interested in all the things that all the children are doing. She likes to see the children share their work with others. She visits us in the classroom to see how we're getting along. She knows what each teacher is trying to do, and she wants to know each one of us. She talks with mothers and fathers to help her find out more about the children so the school can help them learn better. She works with the teachers and helps plan things for the whole school. What other people help Ted? The school nurse. She comes to Ted's school to see that we are all healthy. She checks how well we can see and hear, and if we've all had our shots. She writes it all down in a folder for each one of us so our teacher can know about our health. Sometimes when we get splinters or cuts or bruises, we're mighty glad she's there. The building custodian keeps Ted's school clean and looking nice. He works inside the school, in the halls and all the rooms, as well as on the school grounds and playground. And then, of course, he takes charge of all the things that are delivered to the school.
Well, what are some of the things that are delivered to the school? What might be delivered to go here?
Lunch.
The cafeteria supervisor and her helpers are an important part of Ted's school. And hot meals are always ready for those children who do not go home for lunch. In the library, we can find all kinds of interesting books. with stories and pictures. The librarian helps Ted find the books he wants and then lends them to him. The library also has study pictures, films, and film strips about things we want to know, and we can take them to use in our classroom. The gym teacher comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He has all kinds of exercises and games that are lots of fun and help keep Ted and the others strong and healthy.
Well, let's see who we have so far. There's the principal, the school nurse, the building custodian, the lunchroom supervisor and helpers, the gym teacher, the librarian. Are there any others? How about someone that works outside the school? Joan?
The crossing guard.
The crossing guard makes sure no one gets hurt by running into the street or crossing when cars are coming. And the school patrol, made up of children from the upper grades, help her. Maybe one day Ted will be on the school patrol. And then outside the school, there's someone else you might not think of, but so very important. Fathers and mothers all want to help their children learn. And children learn many, many things at home from their parents. But fathers and mothers are part of school, too. They help with the things you need to prepare at home for school. And they see to it that you get off to school on time with everything you may need. The school you go to costs a lot of money, and fathers and mothers and all the other grown-ups pay for them through taxes. Then they meet and work together with teachers in the PTA, the Parent-Teacher Association, to make your school a better one, helping in any way they can. Fathers and mothers visit school to talk to your teacher so they can know what is happening in your class and to find out how they can help you with your schoolwork and to help your teacher know you better, too.
All those people to help us. Have we left anyone out?
Of course. How silly. Most important of all is Miss Abbott, Ted's teacher. Ted and the others see her every day, and they know how many ways she helps them learn. Long before Ted and his classmates get to school, Miss Abbott is there, making plans for the things they'll do that day. Seeing that everything is ready, and that the class will have all the things it will need. Miss Abbott helps us when we need help and shows us how to help ourselves. And when we're all ready to begin our day, she lets us help plan what we will do.
We haven't decided what kind of story we're going to write. Shall we make it funny or serious?
Funny. Funny. Funny.
All right, funny?
Yes.
So many things there are to learn, and Miss Abbott will help us learn them.
Here's what we planned for today. First, we will read a story, and then we'll talk about it. Then we'll write our own story, a funny story. We'll work on our study of the school. Then after lunch, we will do some number work.
All the children know who helps them most to learn at school.
It looks just like me. Well, there are so many people that help us learn. What are some of the things we can do to help the people who help us?
We can keep the rooms and the halls clean. We can put things away. We can obey the rules. We can be quiet so everyone can hear. We can try real hard to learn.
Yes, that's right. We can do all those things. Let's go to the piano now, and let's take the people with us.